Hey, Go Getters. I'm Malik, one of the co founders of the Go Getters Club. And just so you know, you can follow us on Instagram at Go Getters Club, follow us on Periscope at Go Getters Club, and find us on Facebook at facebook.com/the Go Getters Club. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about comparison. Now, I know a lot of times we say, we're not out to compare ourselves to other people, but the reality is you're being motivated by what you see in the world, and you are sometimes comparing yourself to others and to where others are, other people who are like you, other people who you consider to be your peers. Social media has made it so that we just sit around and we look at what we think other people's lives are and we compare ourselves to them. But there's this saying, and we all know it, that comparison is a thief of joy. So when you're sitting around comparing yourself to other people, what that says is that you're not focusing enough energy on yourself. So it's not to say that you shouldn't look at what other people are doing, because there's a lot of inspiration out there. And for the Go Getters Club, we want our members to be inspired by one another, inspired by other people that they see. If someone else is out there doing something and they're doing it great, pat that person on the back. And if there's something that you want to do, ask them about it. How did they do it? Find out why, how, where. You need to do that, because that's just how you're going to grow. But I think what happens with comparison is that you can paralyze yourself. So if you're just sitting around kind of comparing yourself to other people, but not using that to take any action, that's how you're stealing from yourself. You're stealing from yourself, and you're giving it to other people. You're giving energy, focus to other people when you should be giving that to yourself. And so it really boils down to, when you're out there looking at other people and comparing yourself to them, that's not the same as being inspired by other people. And let's just have a little real talk moment. Just real talk, because we crew, right? We know each other. We're going to have a real talk moment. The moment that you are looking at other people on social media, you need to remember one thing. Just as much as what you put on social media is all through your filter and the version of your life that you want people to know and see, understand that that's the same thing other people are doing. So when you're over here looking at someone's life on social media, please understand that it does not have to be exactly what you're seeing. It's not even always real. And if you're sitting in the house just watching that person and comparing your life to theirs just based on the little bit about their life that you're stealing from yourself. You're taking away from you. That energy that you're using to focus on that other person, you could be focusing on yourself. And if you lack the self-control that says, you can't be on Instagram without following that girl from high school who you can't believe her life is this way. You can't believe she does this. You can't believe she travels. Unfollow, close the app, shut down Instagram if you have to. Do what you need to do so that you are not succumbing to that weakness that's inside you that will have you to take stock of someone else's life more than you're taking stock of yours. So I heard someone say this yesterday. We went to the Embrace Your Difference conference this weekend, hosted by Venice Gardner. It was a wonderful, wonderful event. We went there, and one of the speakers made a point that people sometimes know more about reality show people's lives than they do about their own. Everybody knows what's going on with this person, and that person's man more than their own. And it's the same type of kind of idea where people are so focused on other people's lives and the details of other people's lives that they're not focused on themselves. And sometimes it's easier to do that. But in fact, you are nowhere near getting near your goals if all you're doing is focusing on other people and where they are and what they're doing and how they're getting things done. Like I said, in being inspired by other people, that's awesome. We should all be. We shouldn't copy other people. We shouldn't steal from other people. And we shouldn't spend our time kind of comparing ourselves to other people, especially in a way that has no effort, in a way that you're not going to take that and do anything with it, but talk about it, but gossip about it. Because all that is negative energy, and it's not a good use of your energy, when you should be using that energy to go to yourself. You should be pouring that into yourself, because that's where you're going to find the energy to do the things you need to do to achieve your goals. So let's start this week off, not to take the whole week. Every time you think about doing it, every time you catch yourself, stop yourself. Every time you're on the phone with your homegirl and she's about to do it, stop her. Let's stop this comparison of our life to someone else's life and get more focused on our own lives and what we need to do. It's okay to hit like on Facebook. It's okay to do all of that and watch someone else's story. But when it becomes more focused on those other people's lives and you're on your own lives, you're losing. You're losing from yourself, and you're taking energy that's wasted that you could be focusing on you, and you're focusing it outward. And you need to quit that, because that's not going to serve you in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, it's funny, it's entertaining what's going on in reality TV, and it's slightly entertaining sometimes what's going on with other people's lives on social media. But the reality is, if you're about your goals for 2016, that energy that you're spending doing that needs to be spent inward so that you can get to where you want to be. So this week, we're not going to focus on other people. We're going to focus on ourselves. This week is it. Let's kick it off right. Have a good week, go-getters.